Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. So you might not recognize this journal from my other journaling videos, and that's because this is the journal that I've been doing my daily reflective journaling practice in that I talked about in my personal curriculum for the fall, which so far I have really been enjoying, and I actually wanted to expand that practice by starting to do some more memory keeping in this journal because I've never really been someone who's done a lot of junk journaling or memory keeping in my bullet journals, but when I have really enjoyed it. So that is why we are going to be working in this journal today to set up a vision board for the fall as well as my fall bucket list spread. So last fall really kind of flew by for me. I feel like it was a pretty difficult time. There were some natural disasters as well as some personal things going on that were just really getting in the way of what you would expect for a normal fall season. So unfortunately, I didn't really feel like I got to enjoy the fall or really connect with a lot of the things that I typically enjoy during this time of year. So that's really what inspired me to create this vision board and bucket list, because I really want to enjoy every day and every season to the absolute fullest. And so I wanted to find some inspiration for some fall activities that I can definitely get into this year and things that I am really excited to try to do during this fall season. So now that I've gotten all of my inspo pictures cut out, we can begin the difficult task of deciding where they're gonna go on my vision board spread. And honestly, I really just kind of follow my heart with these. I take some time and try out lots of different placements for each of the pictures, and I finally settle on something that feels right to me and I feel like showcases the things that are most important to me on my vision board. So that's kind of the process that I go through when I do this. I did do another vision board at my mid-year reset, and so I've had a little bit of practice doing this, but it is something that I'm relatively new to including in my journal, so always a work in progress with these. But since I haven't done a ton of junk journaling, I am really practicing layering photos and getting used to setting up spreads like this. But ultimately, just taking my time and trying out lots of different layouts really helped me to find something that I was happy with. And I just sourced a lot of these photos online, so simply searching things on Pinterest like fall aesthetic or fall activities, or directly typing in some of the activities that I know that I want to do, like baking fall recipes, really helped me to pull these together. And of course, I knew some specific books that I was hoping to get to during the fall season, so I was able to print those covers out and include them as well. But Pinterest is definitely my friend when I'm trying to look for aesthetic photos to include in a spread like this. And in addition to those photos, I just went in and added a couple stickers from Mochi Bujo or Ikigai paper, as well as some from a sticky set that I had got and used in my October bullet journal setup, which if you haven't seen that video is up on my page. You can go to my October plan with me. And then I also just wanted to add a little label, and you'll see that I tested out a few different times writing it just to make sure that I got the one that I was happiest with, and I really felt like this pulled the spread together overall. And I tend to love how a rough edge looks, so you'll see that I use this ripped paper style in a lot of my bullet journal setups. But with this all done, that covers all of my vision board spread, and we can actually move into creating my actual bucket list. So I really wanted to have a fall bucket list where I could actually check off the activities and include a few photos as I was actually completing them. So I started off this spread by setting up my header and doing some minor decoration before filling in the actual bullet points that directly correlate with a lot of the photos that you saw in my vision board spread. And for my header, I just wrote fall bucket list in some really simple bubble letters, and I used one of my markers from Archer and Olive to do a little drop shadow on these. And by no means are these perfect. I really wanted it to feel very handmade. I didn't want it to feel overdone. And oops, looks like I was wrong. I didn't use a marker from Archer and Olive. I actually used one of my Ohuhu markers for this particular drop shadow, and then I did use an Archer and Olive marker later on just to add a little pizzazz to the spread with some second line highlights that kind of go throughout, but we'll get to that in a minute. So this Ohuhu marker actually came in a really big set of brush tip markers that I use really frequently when setting up my bullet journal spread, so I should have remembered that that was the one that I grabbed. But with my header all done, I could actually start writing in the items on my bucket list, and I would love to know if you have any similar items that you are hoping to check off your list this fall and activities that you're hoping to do. One of my favorite things about these spreads is that I did set up this little memory keeping spot so I could actually print out the posters for the fall movies that I watch and glue them in, and then you'll see that I do something really similar for some fall reads on the right hand page as well. And as I'm writing these out, you might notice that they're not overly extravagant goals that I'm wanting to get to. They're just some fun activities, and a lot of them are actually free things that I really want to do this fall. Originally, I was hoping that we were going to be able to plan a camping trip this fall as well, but I just don't think that's going to be in the cards, so I'm hoping I can have a small piece of that experience by making sure that I get out and go for some hikes and some bike rides and do lots of outdoor activities, even though I can't go camping. And after jotting down my bucket list items with their little check boxes, I just wanted to add a little bit more decoration to the spread. So I'm using some washi tape from Archer and Olive, as well as another washi tape that I've had for a while. I don't really remember where these reds and oranges came from, but I feel like they may have come from Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So if you have a local craft store near you, sometimes they sell really large box sets of washi tape, and I think that's where these came from. And then I continued to use some stickers from Ikigai paper to decorate the page and bring a little more to it, as well as those same sticky set. And that set from Sticky is pretty shiny, so you might not be able to tell, but they are little black cats that have bat wings. And as promised, here is my Archer and Olive brush tip marker that I just went in and added some lines to the spread with. I really think that these lines through my boxes for both my movies and my books are going to look really cute once I glue in the prints for those movies and books. So you'll just have to stick with me and wait to see the vision when the spread is done. And that is going to conclude setting up my fall vision board and fall bucket list. So let's just take a quick look back at the photos that inspired my bucket list, as well as the actual items that I am hoping to do this fall season. I am so excited to have this set up and written out. I feel like that really helps me to be more likely to actually do these activities. And if you've watched this video, please let me know down in the comments what activities you are most excited to do this fall. I would love to add to my fall bucket list or plan to do some extra activities next year. So please leave me some additional inspiration down below in the comments. And I'm really wanting to get more into baking, so if you have any favorite dishes that you love to bake during the fall, please let me know those down below as well, because I would love to get inspiration for that, because I don't bake very often. But that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. If you've made it to the end, leave me a fall leaf emoji down in the comments. As always, I appreciate you so much, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye!